Imagine a nation on the brink of chaos, where brave men and women in uniform stand ready to defend our freedom, yet their paychecks hang in the balance because political leaders can't agree. Now that's the heart-pounding reality we're facing with this government shutdown. But here's where it gets controversial. President Trump is stepping in with a bold move to ensure our troops get paid, claiming he's found a way around the gridlock. Let's dive deep into this unfolding drama and uncover what it all means for our military and the bigger picture of government operations. In a recent post on Truth Social, Donald Trump announced that he's identified funds to keep active duty military personnel from missing their full paychecks next week, amid stalled talks in Congress to restart the federal government. "I am using my authority as Commander-in-Chief," he declared, instructing Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth to deploy all available resources to get the troops paid by October 15th. "We have identified funds to do this, and Secretary Hegseth will use them to pay our troops," Trump emphasized in capital letters for effect. For those new to how government shutdowns work, think of it like hitting pause on non-essential federal services when funding bills aren't passed, which can leave employees without pay and disrupt everything from national parks to essential operations. In this case, active duty troops were staring down the possibility of skipping their first complete paycheck on Wednesday, October 15th. A situation that's not just inconvenient, but could undermine morale and readiness in our armed forces. To put this in perspective, consider past shutdowns like the 35-day standoff in 2018 to 2019, where thousands of civilian employees faced financial strain. Now imagine that stress on those risking their lives daily. Pete Hegseth, Trump's pick for Secretary of Defense, echoed the sentiment by reposting the post on X, formerly Twitter, tagging it simply, "President Trump delivers for the troops." It's a statement that packs a punch, highlighting Trump's proactive stance during his transition period. Now, and this is the part most people miss, a White House official, speaking anonymously, revealed that the Defense Department plans to tap into research and development funding to cover these payments. These funds, set aside for innovation in military technology and equipment, are typically usable for up to 2 years, according to the source. While no specifics were given on the exact amount allocated, perhaps to avoid sparking more debate, it underscores how creative budgeting can bridge gaps in emergencies. But here's where it gets tricky. Is this a smart workaround or a risky precedent for how executive power is wielded during crises? This isn't Trump's first assurance on the matter. Just last weekend, at a celebratory event in Norfolk, Virginia, marking the Navy's 250th anniversary, he vowed to prioritize military pay. "We will get our service members every last penny," he reassured the crowd. "Don't worry about it." It was a moment of confidence amid the tension of the shutdown, which has halted operations for agencies like NORAD, North American Aerospace Defense Command, and strained resources across the board. Yet, boldly stepping into the spotlight here, we have to ask, does this move by Trump overstep constitutional bounds, or is it a necessary exercise of presidential authority to protect national security? Critics might argue it's a political stunt, diverting funds meant for long-term innovation, while supporters see it as a heroic commitment to those in uniform. And what about the broader implications? Could this set a tone for how future administrations handle shutdowns, potentially bypassing Congress entirely? What do you think? Is Trump's directive a lifeline for our troops, or a controversial power grab? Do you agree that prioritizing military pay during a shutdown is non-negotiable, or should Congress stick to the traditional funding process? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going.